All right, welcome back to the Morning Smoke. It is your host, the underscore Truth 1987. I'm here with Mello Miller. We are back for another week of smoke here on JQLM Radio. So thank you for joining in with us today. Again, we are here 10 to 11. So you got us for an hour. Hopefully you can tune in and listen to us, and hopefully you don't leave because it could be smoky, it could not. We don't know. Every week is different, so we don't know. But yeah,
That all depends on the truth.
no,
Go ahead.
nah. It depends on the person who lies in his name and said that he's mellow. That ain't the case. Uh, but we are back again. So thank you. So thank you, JQLM Radio, for having us on 10 to 11, y'all. Everybody, if you want to listen to us live, definitely tune in every Monday from 10 to 11, like you are now. We are also on Facebook and YouTube at The Morning Smoke Podcast. Put that in there. And then also, if you are the type of person who can just listen to us at work, not only can you see us on the radio or listen to us on the radio, you can actually listen to us on Spotify and also Anchor.fm radio as well too. So got that all out the way. So now we're going to run into our current topics for the week. So I feel like I always start. So I'm going to actually have our co-host go ahead and start us off this week. What you got for us this week?
I got a couple things. First, look, NBA free agency is a brutal thing. There's real life out here,
Yeah.
and it's reported that Dennis Schroeder was offered an $80 million extension during the season from the Lakers. 4 years. Now he bet on himself. He turned that down. He turned it down. Said he wanted over 100+ million contract. He turned it down. And this is a man that didn't score a point in the playoff game. So we'll see.
That's correct.
But it's here we are, a week into free agency, and he's on the verge of losing $75 million.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
NBA is it's guaranteed money, so it's all about long-term security.
Yeah.
He's now being offered 1 year, $5 million. So, I don't know what to tell you. If he would have signed that 4-year 80, blew his knee out, guess what he's getting paid?
He would have got paid. Exactly.
I don't know. This is almost worse, in my opinion, than the Isaiah Thomas. For your old heads, we ain't talking about the Pistons here.
Right.
We talking about the Celtics, modern day Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
And he had what he posted. He was backing the Brink truck up. And then he got hurt. Celtics went ahead and moved on.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he never saw that payday. That money's gone. He to this day he's still unsigned. He's unsigned right now. I seen him kill in a summer league or whatever that was. But
yeah, he's been in a few different rec leagues where he's been like killing. I'm like, bro, it's over with, bro. You had your time. It's over.
Man, I don't know, man. That day is over and gone. So I just think that's crazy because the Isaiah Thomas thing was due to injury.
Right.
It showed that teams ain't loyal, and there's reasons why players got to move a certain way. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Look, it's a business. That team ain't gonna pay you that same money with a hurt hip that you are projected never to be the same person.
Exactly. You already wasn't on that level to begin with. I mean, you was cool, but you wasn't like superstar level like a LeBron or one of them. So I'm like, yeah. When I saw that about Schroeder, I literally hilariously laughed because I said it last year when he was talking about that he wanted that ridiculous amount of money. I'm like, who are you? Like, you big like the other big 2-3 that's on the Lakers team. Really? Is that what that's what you're saying? Don't do that, sir.
It's absolutely all I know is he bet on himself and he lost big. I don't think I've ever seen this type of decision financially as far as a contract situation goes.
Yeah.
In the history of me watching professional sports. So
it's hilarious to me.
it's absolutely the same. But anyway, that's I don't know what to tell you.
I literally have no remorse for the man. I'm sorry. You got to be realistic. I mean, it's okay to believe that you're the best player in the world, but are you? Let's be realistic, y'all. Let's Keep it grounded. Keep yourself grounded.
Just be realistic. And then also, not I'm not gonna go over the whole NFL Hall of Fame class that was just inducted.
Yeah,
but there were a pair. Man, I loved watching them play.
Yeah.
We're talking about Peyton Manning and Edgerrin James. They went in together.
Yep.
And look, Tom Brady went to Peyton Manning's, showed him that respect.
And sat in this area. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it, and they took some shots at Brady, and the crowd booed the man.
Did, yeah.
Look, this Peyton time, we booing you because we all Peyton fans here, right? So it's like, hey, boo you.
What cracked me up was the reason why Tom Brady said he went. He said he had to make sure this man was retiring. He can't risk him coming back.
which is true. And then Peyton said, "Look, it doesn't matter. You'll join me in the Hall in 2035."
True.
You got to be 5 years not playing to even
That's true.
be eligible. So Peyton clowning saying you're gonna play another 8 years.
Pretty much.
You're gonna be 53 years old. I don't know what to take.
Will he beat Brett Favre? Will he beat the age Brett Favre?
Man, Brett Favre had a good last run. I give him credit for what he did. He came back and he played Old Man Logan.
He was old.
Great little stubbles and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I look at that duo. I wish they would have done more. A lot of people pit it like Brady versus Manning and stuff like that. And if you know anything about football history, a lot of those early Patriots Super Bowls wasn't about Brady per se. Their defense was revolutionary.
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from the man. He's definitely
he had a team on both sides of the ball, most definitely.
Yeah, he had a balanced team. Yeah, the best coach in football, maybe arguably of all of football history, in Belichick. And those defenses were the most unconventional. It remind me of the '85 Bears. No one has seen this 46 before. So the way that they were doing the 3-4 and those different fronts, sometimes they had one down lineman. The Patriots took the league by storm. Now everybody's kind of caught up to that and they're doing different things. But for a few years there, that chess mastermind was Peyton Manning versus Belichick, and Brady and Romeo Crennel and what's the coordinator, Charlie Weiss.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying it was a lot of things that happened there, and Manning held his own well enough against that brain trust that happened.
True.
So I give them both the credit. And Edge is an underrated guy.
He is.
Hall of Famer in my book. He's one of the best runners I've ever seen from a dual threat purpose.
Yeah.
So I definitely. Anyway, what you got, man? If you want to comment on that at all, or I'll turn it over to you. But those notable things.
I mean, you said some good stuff there. The only thing I'll mention is I'm surprised you even like Edge because he wear golds. He's a thug. I think he showed up in Canton with a drop top. Had some gold rims on some Dayton's on one of those low whatever those type of cars, thug cars. I'm shocked. I am shocked that you.
I'm old school, and it doesn't help that he went to Miami because right now my nemesis is a Miami fan, so I'm anti Miami right now. But
that's the you.
I met the Edge at Lafayette Square Mall back when it was a mall. And he talked with me for about 5-10 minutes, man. And I was already a fan before, but I got an Edge jersey right in there right now.
Yeah.
I just, it's worn, beat up because it's from that era. It ain't like no new throwback. You know what I mean?
Nah. Yeah, you wore it then. Yeah.
I've always liked the Edge, man. He's just a good fan. But
that's what's up. I like Edge too. My hot topics for this week is going to actually allude into our next segment, and I'll explain that a little bit. But want to talk about a couple of shows that I'm looking forward to coming up here recently. So on August 10th, since we were started talking about the NBA and Schroeder and how crazy the NBA can be, there was a great I don't want to say it's great, but it was great for me event that happened in my lifetime. In the NBA that I thought I would never, ever see is the Malice in the Palace.
Yes, sir.
If you remember that, with the Pacers and the Pistons, they not only played basketball, but they played to fisticuffs on the court. So that documentary is actually going to be on Netflix, and that starts on August the 10th. So I'm looking forward to that. Is actually going to be foretold by J.O. So J.O. will be the narrator for this. J.O. actually got him a couple hits in that particular ballad. So I'm actually excited to see his perspective. I'm hoping that Artest is in there somewhere. I hope I get to hear his perspective. I hope Ben Wallace gets his perspective. I want to hear it all. So I'm very excited to watch this. Netflix has really been doing some big things. So I'm actually shocked that they're actually hosting this because um, this was a very dark time for the NBA when it happened. So I'm
Yeah,
still mad. I'm still mad about that because the Pacers that was our year. We're going to the ship that year. That was going to happen that year.
that was the best team since the 2000 team.
Man, I'm telling you.
In my opinion, they were the best team in the East.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I don't know who made it. Who was who was the finals that year? Was that when it was no? Was that Pistons versus Lakers that year? I
It
think.
might have been. It might have been. Yeah,
I
I think
don't
it
know
might
what
have
they
been.
would have did against Kobe, but that would have been nice.
It would have been good. It would have been good. It would
That
have been
Kobe
good.
team wasn't unbeatable.
Nah, they wouldn't. Nah, nah.
So I don't remember if it was that year or not, but anyway,
It,
I love that patient.
yeah, it was a great team. It was a great team. But that's one show I'm looking forward to. The next show will be on the next day, which is August the 11th. I'm a huge Marvel fan. What If, which is an animated series that is coming out on Disney Plus from Marvel. So it's basically going to tell the tale of what if these certain particular superheroes were in different roles. So we first
Yes.
it starts off um with Peggy. I forget her last name, but she was the captain in Captain America. She was a lieutenant. I'm sorry. So she overseed Steve Rogers. So they're gonna put her in the slot of Captain Peggy. So we get to see her actually take on the Shield and see how that would how that works out. So that's going to be the first episode. So it should be interesting to see some different perspectives from these superheroes being in different roles. So I'm looking forward to that as
I'm
well too.
really looking forward to that because I want to see all the different angles that they're going to come from.
Mm-hmm.
That is I love hypotheticals.
Mm-hmm.
And you always, as a comic fan, fantasize about, well, what if this? What you have these debates
Yep.
with your
Yep.
people, and
Yep.
I mean, so I think that's going to be really, really. I wonder, do you know of any storylines in particular they're going to do so far? Or is it all?
So they're starting with that one. They are going to have T'Challa be in Star Lord's position, so he's going to be Star Lord. T'Challa
Oh,
as Star Lord, so that's going to be an interesting
oh,
one.
okay, okay.
There's going to be some other ones as well too. They haven't released them all yet, but they are. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure. So those are going to be the
T'Challa,
first two. So
T'Challa definitely taking Gamora. Never mind.
wow,
You'll probably mess around, and have her,
wow,
and Mantis. So anyway,
wow, wow,
go
wow,
ahead, man. Go ahead.
wow.
Yeah.
You just got to take it to another level, don't you?
No,
You
I'm
just
just
gotta.
thinking about Star Lord and his roles and relationship. What are we talking about? That's part of the
Wow,
story.
wow. Anyways,
Nah, it's not part of the story. Don't worry about
before you get too trifling, let me move on to another part of the show. Uh, that's sad. I'm sorry, America, that we children listen to us. Can you stop, please? Thank you. Jesus, dang.
I said never mind. I said never mind.
Anyways, since we're talking about TV shows, we're gonna also talk about which is moving to our next segment, real quick before we go to break. It's some upcoming movies. So we do love to watch some movies, and
Yes,
we
yes.
definitely got some good stuff coming up. What you got for us, Mellow Miller? What you got coming up?
Just a few of the upcoming movies. Not going to cover the rest of the year. Just a few.
Hmm.
I'm really looking forward to Don't Breathe 2.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you've seen Don't Breathe 1. That was a thriller, suspense.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of crazy moments in that thing. I'm not going to spoil it for nobody if you ain't seen it.
Yeah.
But Don't Breathe 2 is a continuation of that. I'm really looking forward to that. So check out Don't Breathe 1, and you will thank me later. Comments, on this, and tell us what you thought of Don't Breathe 1, and
Yeah.
if you're going to
Yeah.
see Don't Breathe 2, what you're thinking about it, because I'm really looking forward to that. That is coming out August 13th. So we're gonna see how that does. I'm looking here. There's now my son. If you like, you mentioned Kids Watch. My son is on. He knows all the latest stuff, and he's looking forward to that Paw Patrol movie that's coming out. So, if
nice.
you got your niece with you, Fitz, nice. Take her to the show and go see the Paw Patrol.
Yeah, I may take her. I don't know if she's in the Paw Patrol. She's a Disney kid right now. Well, I guess that is Disney, isn't it? That is Disney. And no, it's Nickelodeon, or is it?
It's Nickelodeon. I don't know. Nickelodeon. Don't give me the lie. He watches all that, so I don't want to, And then the other, I'm gonna turn it over to you after this one.
Okay.
I know this ain't your genre. This ain't your thing.
Okay.
It's not mine either, and I won't go. I will not go to see this unless my girls make me. They love the scary movies. Candyman.
Oh Lord.
So, hey, I've seen a few discussion groups. They scared. They don't know if they want to see that one.
I would be too.
If you.
Did you look in the mirror and say Candyman when you was a kid? Did you do it?
I did, but I didn't appreciate. Look, I grew up in the era of
you the devil. That's what
I grew up in the era of Freddy Krueger.
I'm good.
I remember early '80s. I'm sitting there, my dad watching Nightmare on Elm Street 1. I'm supposed to be asleep, but I'm in the same room as him, and I'm peeking over watching it.
Nah.
Worst thing I ever could have did, because to this day, Freddy's the #1 villain for me.
Yeah.
He can't sleep. He's in your illusion. You don't know if you're awake or dreaming.
Everywhere. You're right.
I'm good. And that's aside from all the other stuff that his true origins about, taking kids and all that. I'm just saying what he can do. The marshmallow stairs, the sheet in which he peeks through.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
he's scarier to me than Candyman, but Candyman's the real deal. A lot of people like that, and so
can miss me. I won't.
Like I said, it's gonna miss me too. But I know people looking forward to it. What you got?
For me, four quick ones. So we got. Now there's some honorable mentions like this. I think it's the 13th. Free Guy comes out with Ryan Reynolds. I enjoy all of his movies. So that looks like pretty funny. So I do look forward to that. But those are not my big hitters though. My big hitters, #1, September 3rd.
I don't say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yes, sir.
That's out on the 3rd, on September 3rd. So I will be in attendance for that one. That's #1.
That's a big one. I left that for you. You're welcome.
Number 2, September the 24th.
Okay.
We got Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So that's the 24th. So two big hitters in September.
Is Venom canon now, or is it still separate?
I think it's separate as of right now, unless they do something in this new movie. But it's separate right now. So
go ahead, Disney.
They're gonna do it. I know they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna have
to. They
got to introduce Spider-Man somewhere, and I think
that's what I'm saying. Bring it in.
He's gonna be in this movie. That's what I'm saying. So we got that one. So that's in September the 24th. So two big hitters in September. November, we got The Eternals, which is on the week of my birthday, November 5th. So I'm looking forward to that. And last but not least, in December, 2 days after Christmas, we got Spider-Man, Far From Home. So I'm looking forward to some Marvel for the end of the year, for sure. Some honorable mentions, like I said, Free Guy. I think The Matrix comes out in December too.
I didn't want to go all the way to December, but it says you want to play me to the left.
I mean, I think that's in there too.
I'm into the fourth movie. Matrix 4 comes out December too.
December, exactly. So I'm looking forward to that one.
And I've been following all Matrix trilogy is one of my all-time favorites, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. And we also missed one more. Then I'm gonna be done. We'll go to break. Top Gun. That's out in November too. You know we gotta mention Top Gun. Come on, Maverick.
Top Gun. I love the thing. Listen, I'm about to go play the thing. What a thing! I need to think. Top Gun is the real deal. So I'm looking forward to that. And the only reason he did 5 is because I did 4. But I'm gonna let him. You know what?
I said together. I said that's both of us. That both of us.
No, but you said it. You said 5 and I said 4.
Find another movie then, real quick before we go to break. Find another movie.
America, I'm just gonna let you know what time he's on. This is what I got to deal with. I say 3, he say 4. I say 4, he say 2.
I'm sorry. I'm excited for the rest of the year.
We up against break. We'll just let you have that, I guess. I don't understand.
Anyways, when we get back, we will have a special guest. So we are definitely looking forward to that. So stay tuned with us. Stick around. You might hear some good stuff. Ain't no might. You will hear some good stuff. So
there you
stick
go.
around. We'll see you later. Be back.
Yep.